Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. This is your host, ID Jester. This is our third unboxing tonight. So we did Warriors of Japan. We did a most dangerous time, and now we're going to do Warriors of God. This is the Wars of England and France, 1135 to 1453. Warriors of God. It's of course by MMP. Nice little thing on the front there. A kingdom for a stage, prince to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. So in many ways our world was shaped by the comatose wars of medieval Europe. For over 400 years, England and France, those two bitterest of enemies, fought for supremacy. Some of the most famous names of history carved out their reputation on the battlefields, from Richard the Lionheart to Joan of Arc. Multiman Publishing is proud to present Warriors of God, a low-complexity game covering the important period. Lead dozens of renowned kings and knights as you take on the role of England or France and seek to change destiny. Included are two full scenarios. The first, The Lion in Winter, 1135 to 1258, covers the wars of Henry II and Philip II. It was here that England, we know, rose from the shackles of French rule to become once again a true nation under an English king. Watch this exciting period of history unfold with a cast of famous characters such as Simon de Fontfort, Eleanor of Aquitaine, and Thomas Beckel, and even Robin Hood. The same scenario covers the 100 Years' War. A second scenario covers the 100-Year War, 1337 to 1453, seeing the English army early dominance with their famed archers. As years go by, the slow recovery of the French until ultimately the rise of Joan of Arc leads France to her victory and the rightful place among all nations. Yet perhaps history written here on your game table would offer us a different world. Only you can decide. Low complexity, solitaire, suitability is high. Let's see what's in the box. All right. Warriors of God. All right, so put that over here somewhere. All right, so we have some dice, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 6-sided red dice, smaller size. A little paper. Let's dump out the rest of the contents here. We actually have some kind of a counter or something that must have fallen out of one of the counter sheets. Guess we'll see that here in a minute. Let's see what we got in the box. So we have, this is a rule book. All right, it's only 16 pages long. So, and it has scenarios set up and rules. So it's on interesting color. Introduction, goal of the game, game map, game pieces, leaders, bravery, determining actions, conducting an impulse, some examples of play, removing an enemy control marker, resolving battles, conducting a battle round, determine control of areas, extended example of play, I think is what all that is. Raising troops and placing mercenaries, deploying troops and recruiting mercenaries, dispose of captured leaders, place leaders, and the phase adjusting score and scenario setup. So there we go. Little rule book. Ah, good. Bigger counters. Thank God. Kind of just obviously your typical generic, looks like 1-inch counters. Should be able to cut these and clip these pretty quickly like I did the last one. Two-sided, just values on them, and then there are some special units here, as you can see, and then on the back they have actually text. The Welshman did good service in a garden where leeks did grow. Oh, there's like little quotes on the back of each of these. That's interesting. There's some over here, which are on the back of these counters here. Alright, so that's one counter sheet. We have a player aid here. Battle, area control, victory points, troop deployment, leader placement, possible actions, special units, sequence of play. It's on a thicker paper, but not like a cardstock, I guess. Alright. This is copyright 2008, so this may be, maybe this game might be an older one. And then it looks like you got British units in blue, French units in red, or maybe it's the other way around. This looks like French. So French is in blue, English must be in red. That's probably what it is. Two-sided. Looks like leaders here. Edward II. Where's Rough Swordman when I need him? Because he would be able to tell me who's who on this. Because our English history in America, we only cover 1776. That was about it. Alright, that looks like some more here. Philip I, Henry Beaufort, Henry Piercy, Jean, and of course looks like some control markers, which are going to be just, they punched right out. Look at that. We can get this sheet punched out really quickly. Yay for us. Nice. These seem like they just pretty much fall out. I will have to clip these ones like I did Warriors of God, but, or Warriors of Japan, sorry. Come on. Oh, come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on there. Ugh. Ugh. Looks like one of them. I have to glue that together. Oh well. Oh well. I could X-Acto knife these out, but they're thick enough that they should come mostly out without having to X-Acto knife them. And that takes such a long time to get that out. And come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. And this is just like a spare one. All right. So that's a counter sheet. So that's another counter. That's one counter sheet. There's one here. There's one here. And looks like another half one over here, which has more units on it. Maybe I will just get the X-Acto knife out, so that's fine. Alright. What else do we got? We got this, another sheet. Looks like the same sheet for a two-player game. Victory points, area control, blah, blah, blah. And of course, we have our map. Let's see how big this sucker is. Not too bad. Alright, so you have the Blighty up here. There's the Blighty, right? And then, of course, here is Le Français. Le Français. And then, of course, you have the invaders coming down and trying to invade. All right, right? Rough swordsman, right? And you know, a little bit of Scotland and Ireland over here, and Wales, and Brittany down here. So yeah, it's going to be area control, moving pieces around. Here's your little turn track here for the different scenarios. Here's going to be your, what is this? Death check chart. This is your death check chart. probably for how long the unit's been out. And the longer they're out, they have a chance of dying. It kind of has that old scroll look to it. Single-sided, of course. Alright, so we'll definitely have to get this one on the table. This one shouldn't be too hard to get on the table. A little bit of rules. Understanding the combat a little bit. Looking through the charts. Punching out the counters won't be too bad. Getting them clipped will be another problem, but two of the same of those. And of course you got your rule book. Extended example of play. Richard II is in command of the English, even though his battle rating is worse than Edward of York. Too bad for the English. Alright. So you have a little battle area going on in this area of the map. Following the battle, the 5 English leaders have elected to run away. So, and then it shows you, gives you directions on how to determine that. Raising troops. Warriors of God. Yeah, looks neat. Doesn't look too complex. Looks right up my alley. I've been kind of getting into more simpler games that I can actually get on the table and not have to mess and fuss around with. So I'm looking forward to this one, as well as Warriors of Japan as well. That one looks really good. So, yeah. This one looks pretty interesting. Couple counters to clip out, and 1, 3, 5s and 2 4s and 6s, and then of course your different leaders and their probably stats, a couple ratings up here on the top. This might be how many units they can carry, or how many units they can have in their army. That shouldn't be too bad to figure out. Some dice. There you go. That's what's in the box. Words of God. Nice. Nice. Typical MMP box. Nothing special. Kind of generic. Yeah, that's about the look of what's in the box here. I do like the map. You know, it has that yellowish tint like it's hundreds of years old, which obviously if you're going to play a game from 1100 to 1400, then it should look old. So this does have that oldish feel to it. I wish they would have put like little cracks and stuff in it, but that might have been too distracting. I don't know. There's the Blighty, the bad guys. Here's the Los Français, the good guys. Let's see if we can kick the English back across the coast where they belong, and we'll see that when we get Warriors of God on the table for you guys. Wars of England and France, 1135 to 1453. So thanks y'all for joining me. We'll see y'all next time. Have a good night. Until then, take care, guys.